People ask me the story of why I started the company Heartland IT Consulting. I thought it was a relevant time to share it, being that now is our 10-year anniversary and during the economic times that we're going through. Back in 2009, I was working at my previous company as a gainfully employed, productive salesperson. Ran into some challenges and ended up getting let go. Not only was I let go during one of the worst recessions that we've had in a while in 2009, but it was the day after Christmas as well. At that point, I didn't really know what to do. As many people have gone through this before, it always kind of sucks when you get fired from a job. You feel nervous, you feel like you're unsure what you need to do, and like, why weren't you good enough to be at that company? Well, what I did next was kind of interesting. I actually had a phone through the company, a computer through the company, everything through the organization. So without a phone or anything, I went to the mall, picked up a pay-as-you-go monthly phone, called my dad, talked to him a little bit about what I was going to do and what the future held, explained to him what happened, and had that moment of shock that you just want to share with a family member. Interestingly enough, while I was at the mall, it was in Tampa, Florida, I saw Derek Jeter, the baseball player from the New York Yankees, who happened to be my dad's favorite athlete. I saw him sitting in a Starbucks. It was fairly calm, middle of the day, and went and talked to him and basically went to get a poster so that he could sign it and had him autograph it and send it to my dad. So as I approached Derek Jeter, I talked to him. I said, "Hey, my dad's favorite player is you, and it'd be great if you could sign this poster for me." He appreciated the gesture, signed it, and I really saw a positive outcome immediately after something so bad as getting fired. A lot of times when people lose their job, they can only think of what happens immediately, but they don't think of what happens down the road. So what I did next was applied for jobs, looked for different positions, talked to different people, and tried to figure out opportunities to be successful and figure out what my future was going to hold. After looking for a job, after relocating to Dallas, Texas, interviewing with multiple places, wasn't able to find one. Continued to interview, however, people consistently told me I was too young, not enough history, not a deep enough network. There was always something that I could be doing different, or I should be doing different to be able to get that job, and I wasn't getting it. And I think a lot of it was that it was during a recession and a lot of people were not hiring salespeople. So at that point, what I decided to do was start calling companies, pretending like I had a job. So I went down to the lobby of the building that I was staying at with a friend, for free, by the way, and went down to that lobby and used the free computer, did all my calls from my pay-as-you-go monthly cell phone, and I just called companies and pretended like I was calling from an organization. Said, "Hey, this is Patrick. Do you want to buy consultants? We specialize in this." So as I continued to go through those discussions with people, it was enlightening to me to understand that I could create my own job. I could make all that work in a way that was positive for me, positive for the ecosystem, positive for the community, and provide value to people that I could earn a living doing it. So shortly thereafter, I was able to close 2 deals with a company here in Dallas and have 2 high-quality consultants work at that organization. It was exciting for me to be able to go from, in a short 5-month period, unemployed, not knowing what to do, looking for a job, a consistent failure of not being able to find one, to all of a sudden creating my own job and my own employment. Fast forward 10 years later, Heartland is still in business. Heartland is doing well. We really feel like we offer a lot of value to both our consultants, our customers, and also our employees in the organization. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody who participates in that. Also tell people that might be going through a transition period right now that things are going to get better, to think positively. As long as you continue to work hard and really fight to make something be positive and work in the favor of yourself and your family and everybody in the whole ecosystem together, you can make something work. So wanted to share that quick story of how we got started and where we are today 10 years later and say that anything is possible.